Today, welcome to the English Eve podcast, where English meets real life. I'm Sophia, and today's topic is overcome your fear of speaking English. We all know that moment. Your brain feels ready, you've practiced what to say, but then silence. Words disappear, your mind goes blank, and you think, why me? But here's the truth. It happens to everyone, students, teachers, even professionals. In this episode, you'll hear how to handle that silence, turn it into power, and discover tools that make you sound confident, not frozen. You'll get stories from real office meetings, travel adventures, and daily routines. And we'll practice together with short phrases you can use right away. Stay until the end to get the transcript and practice exercises. They'll be super valuable for you. Joining me today is Daniel, a businessman who travels around the world for work. He spends half his time in offices and the other half in airports. Daniel knows better than anyone what it's like when English suddenly disappears at the worst moment.
Hi, Sophia. Hi, everyone. Yes, I've been there many times. Even after years of using English, my brain sometimes still refuses to cooperate. And I want your listeners to know, it's normal.
Daniel, let's start from the beginning. Do you remember the first time your mind went blank when speaking English?
Absolutely. I'll never forget it. I was in Tokyo for a big presentation. I had practiced for weeks. I even rehearsed in front of the hotel mirror. Every slide, every answer. I walked into the meeting confident. But then, the first question came from a senior manager, and just like that, silence. My heart pounded. My mouth went dry. My brain was like an empty page.
That must have felt awful.
It did. I stood there, staring at the slides like a frozen statue. I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me. But somehow, I managed to say, "I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?" That gave me a few seconds to think, and slowly, the words came back.
That was smart. Sometimes the simplest phrase can be a lifesaver. It's like having a parachute when the plane shakes. Okay, listeners, let's try this together. Repeat after me. That's a good question. Let me think for a moment. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Nice. That phrase works anywhere, in a meeting, in class, or even when a stranger asks something on the street.
Exactly. And here's the secret. You don't need perfect English. You just need to keep the conversation alive.
Yes. Imagine you're juggling. If you drop one ball, it's fine. You just keep juggling with the rest. In English, if you forget a word, keep speaking with the words you do know.
So, Daniel, what did you learn from that Tokyo moment?
That my fear wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a sign of pressure. And pressure means I care. Once I accepted that, I could reframe my fear as energy.
Beautifully said. So, listeners, here's your first small step. Choose one safety phrase. Use it tomorrow, in class, at work, or even at the supermarket. It's small, but it gives you power. Daniel, your Tokyo story was high pressure, but what about small talk? Those everyday, casual conversations?
Oh, those can be even worse. One time at the office coffee corner, my manager asked me a very simple question. How was your weekend? Such an easy question, right? But my brain froze. I said, family. Good. He smiled politely, but inside, I felt like a kid learning ABC again.
And that embarrassment makes the fear grow bigger. You start to think, if I can't answer small talk, how can I handle meetings?
Exactly. But then I noticed something important. Even native speakers forget words or stumble.
Really?
Yes. Once, my American colleague forgot the word umbrella. He stopped, looked confused, and said, "You know, the rain stick thing." We all laughed, but everyone understood.
That's such a good reminder. The goal is communication, not perfection.
Right. If you don't know the word, describe it. Don't freeze. Describe.
Okay, listeners, let's try this. Imagine you forget the word refrigerator. What can you say instead? Think quickly. Say it out loud now.
You could say, the cold box in the kitchen. Not perfect, but clear enough.
Yes, that's the skill. When words disappear, build a bridge with the words you do know.
Once at a hotel in Paris, I forgot the word key card. I said, the small card for my room door. The receptionist smiled and gave me a new card right away. Problem solved.
See, people want to understand you. They don't need perfect English. They just need clues.
And often, they'll even help by giving you the right word. That turns embarrassment into connection.
It's like playing charades, the guessing game. If you act a little, describe a little, people get it. And sometimes they laugh with you, not at you. Okay, let's play. Imagine you forget the word glasses. How would you describe them? Pause. Say it aloud.
Maybe. The things on my face to help me see. Simple, right?
Perfect. You see, even without the exact word, you stay in control.
And the more you practice this skill, the less fear controls you.
So here's your homework. Look around your room. Choose 3 objects. Don't say their names. Describe them instead. For example, the thing I used to write on paper. For pen.
It may feel silly, but it trains your brain to improvise. And improvisation is freedom.
Yes! No more silence at the coffee machine. Next time your manager asks about your weekend, you'll have words ready, even if they're simple. Daniel, you travel all the time. Do you feel that fear of speaking English even more strongly when you're abroad?
Oh, definitely. Travel can make the fear double. Imagine, you've just landed after a 12-hour flight. You're tired, your head is heavy, and suddenly an immigration officer asks, "Purpose of your visit?" Such a short question, but my brain sometimes goes blank.
Oh, yes. The line behind you is long. People are watching, and you feel so much pressure.
Exactly. Once in Germany, I wanted to say business, just one word, but it disappeared. I froze. My palms were sweaty. After a pause, I managed, "I work trip." The officer looked at me, smiled, and stamped my passport. That was it. Simple words, but enough.
See, even broken English communicates the message. It's about courage, not perfection.
Yes, and culture makes a difference. In Japan, silence is often seen as respectful. If I pause too long, people wait. But in the US, silence feels awkward. Americans often jump in to help finish your sentence. That difference surprised me at first.
That's such an important point. Listeners, remember, pauses don't mean the same thing everywhere. So don't be too hard on yourself.
Exactly. If you pause, it's not a failure. Sometimes it's just culture.
All right, let's practice traveling English together. Repeat after me. First sentence. I'm here for business. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Second sentence. I'm visiting friends. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Perfect. These short sentences are like your travel safety kit. If your brain freezes, you can fall back on them.
It's like packing your suitcase. You wouldn't go to the airport without clothes. Don't go without short phrases either.
So true. One time I forgot my power adapter. I couldn't charge my laptop for 2 days. That was painful. But forgetting travel phrases feels the same. Your brain battery dies. Prepared phrases recharge you. So true. One time I forgot my power adapter. I couldn't charge my laptop for 2 days. That was painful. But forgetting travel phrases feels the same. Your brain battery dies. Prepared phrases recharge you.
So listeners, here's your small step. Tonight, write 3 travel sentences. 1 for customs, 1 for hotel check-in, 1 for taxi. Then read them aloud twice. Let's try one together. Say, "Could you take me to the airport, please?" Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great!
When you practice these at home, you'll feel more confident abroad.
Yes, and when the officer or taxi driver understands you, you'll feel proud.
Exactly. Fear turns into relief, and relief turns into confidence.
Daniel, let's move back to the office. How does fear of speaking English show up in meetings?
Meetings can be the scariest. Picture a long table, 10 colleagues looking at you, waiting for your opinion. Suddenly, the room feels smaller. Your heart beats louder, and your brain goes quiet.
That pressure is real. Fear isn't only in the mind. It shows up in the body. Racing heart, sweaty hands, maybe even a shaky voice.
Yes, once in London, I needed to say negotiation, such a common business word. But in the middle of my talk, it disappeared. I panicked. My brain kept shouting, "Find it! Find it!" But nothing came. Finally, I blurted out, "The talking, for contract." Everyone chuckled softly, but they understood.
See? Humor rescued the moment. And actually, laughter can be a powerful tool to reduce tension.
Exactly. When I laughed with them, the room relaxed. It showed that I didn't take myself too seriously.
That's such an important lesson. Mistakes can create connections. And colleagues don't expect perfect grammar. They care about your ideas.
Yes, I've realized most people listen for meaning, not for mistakes.
Okay, listeners, let's practice a tool for meetings. Breathing. Right now, take a deep breath in. Hold. And slowly exhale. Good. Now say softly, "I can take my time." Together now.
Feels better, right? Breathing is like pressing the reset button on your brain.
One of my students once mixed up desert and dessert. She proudly said, "I love chocolate desserts." The whole room laughed. She laughed too. That one funny mistake turned into a happy memory.
Yes, humor shows confidence, even if your words stumble. It makes people want to listen more, not less.
So listeners, don't be afraid to smile or laugh when you make a mistake. It shows you're human.
And if you prepare 1 or 2 light phrases in advance, you'll feel more relaxed.
Let's try. Say, "Oops, wrong word." Great. Now say, "You know what I mean." Perfect. Those little sentences can save you.
And sometimes, that honesty makes people trust you more. They see that you're real.
So here's today's action. Before your next meeting, write down one sentence you often need. Then write a funny version too. If you mix it up, smile and use the funny one.
That way, fear becomes friendship, and silence becomes conversation.
Daniel, we've talked about big meetings and travel, but fear doesn't only appear in those high-stakes moments. It sneaks into small daily routines too, right?
Yes. Sometimes the smallest interactions feel the hardest. For example, in the office elevator, a colleague asks, "How's your day?" Easy question, but my brain whispers, "Abort mission." I freeze, then give a short, awkward answer.
Oh, I know that feeling. You want to sound natural, but nerves steal your words.
What helps me is visualization. Before an important call or even a casual lunch with colleagues, I close my eyes for 1 minute. I imagine myself speaking calmly, smiling, making eye contact. In that mental picture, the words flow.
Yes, athletes do the same thing before a race. Why not language learners before a conversation? Let's practice now. Listeners, close your eyes. Imagine yourself at a cafe tomorrow morning. You walk to the counter, you smile, and you say clearly, "1 cappuccino, please." Can you see it? Can you hear your voice? Hold that image.
That picture makes your brain believe it's possible, and then your body follows.
And there's another key tool, expanding vocabulary. Sometimes our mind goes blank because we don't have enough words to choose from.
Exactly. I once needed the word profit during a client call. It disappeared. I felt stuck. If I had practiced related words like loss, revenue, growth, I could have explained my point another way.
So here's a trick. Choose a theme for each week, maybe cooking, travel, or business. Learn 3 to 4 words in that theme. Then, use them in sentences during your daily routine.
When I learned cooking words, I walked around the kitchen saying things like, "Now I boil pasta. I bake bread. I fry eggs." My wife laughed at me, but my English grew stronger.
Yes, words stick better in groups. They become like friends, easier to remember together.
So listeners, write down 3 new words today. Use them in sentences before you go to bed. Tomorrow, repeat them once more. That's how you build confidence, step by step.
And remember, fear is normal. Everyone feels it, even native speakers. But fear doesn't own you. With breath, humor, visualization, and vocabulary, you can speak bravely in English.
Every small step counts. Don't wait for perfection. Start today.
Thank you for joining us on the English Eve podcast. Don't forget to download the transcript and practice exercises. They'll help you shadow, repeat, and grow. Until next time, keep speaking, keep smiling, and always remember, you've got this.